Dani Gasparini, and welcome to this segment of Penn Voice. I am joined today by Charlie and Magoo. And Charlie and Magoo brought with them today Barbara Paglia and Marsa Hollander. So thank you both for joining us. Thank you, Charlie and Magoo, for bringing Barbara and Marsa with you. I'm going to start with them, if you don't mind, to ask Marsa if you wouldn't tell us a little bit about Pets in Need, where Charlie and Magoo are from.
Well, Pets in Need is the first no-kill shelter in Northern California. We've been around the San Mateo County for 52 years. It started with a lovely woman who found a dog and couldn't find the owner and did not want to take it to a public shelter, so she found a home for it. And 52 years later, we're still honoring her mission and saving lives and getting them forever homes.
And the animals that you have within Pets in Need are not just dogs, they are cats too.
Cats and dogs. We rescue from public facilities that are overcrowded. So we get them and bring them to our facility where they're all microchipped, spay and neutered, current on their shots, and they'll live with us until they find homes. We had a dog since 2009 that found a home, finally.
That must have been a hard one to let go of.
It was a hard one to let go. He didn't like me too much.
He
but
was
it was
kind of a, he was a different little character. But
and you're the program manager, I
I'm the
should say,
program
for Pets in
manager.
Need. And Barbara, you're a volunteer.
I am
with
a
Pets in Need,
volunteer.
which is a big part of Pets in Need's mission and ability to stay so vibrant is their volunteer structure.
It is.
So tell us about what you do as a volunteer for Pets in Need.
I do help Marsa with different programs, and we have birthday parties, which Charlie loves. He's the little party dog, the greeter. And we do go to schools and do the humane education, but in the facility, TLC, we call it tender love the animals. We walk them, just give them a little attention. I do foster. I've fostered kittens and puppies, which is a huge help because then it gets more room in the shelter to bring in animals. And Charlie loves both kittens and puppies.
So I should say, because you bring up a great point, that within Pets in Need, you obviously have the adoption that probably most people think about, either adopting dogs or cats, but then you also have a foster program, so that sort of that interim basis until you can find their forever home. But then we're also today going to be talk about some of your camps.
Our programs, our youth programs. We have got a slew of programs for kids and teens. We have summer camp, which is coming up. Well, spring camp is coming up next week, but we have summer camp, which runs 9 weeks, and the kids learn about animal behavior. Our dog trainer teaches them clicker training. Canine officer comes and does a presentation. They make enrichment toys for our animals, they groom our animals, and they spend a lot of time socializing. So they get to learn about what we do as a no-kill shelter and just the ins and outs of animal care. We also have what we call a shadow program for our teens. 13 and up, you can come in and spend the day and do everything that we do there. So they will help out in kennel, they will help out in adoptions, they'll make surgical packs and medical. That's great. I have a lot of kids who come in that want to become veterinarians or want to be in this industry. We throw birthday parties.
And they help there,
Yeah, we throw birthday parties.
Well, I think this is an amazing idea, that whoever gets the credit for thinking that there's a more formal way to involve youth in not only the care, but also the behavior part of animals. What a great thing to be able to teach children, too. Oftentimes, kids don't know when you might meet an aggressive dog or when certain ways to hold dogs are appropriate or not, or even cats. And so this is going to really familiarize them with the animals and their behaviors and their personalities, because, Magoo, who is very active in the chair, while Charlie is a little bit more subdued, it's all because of breed and behavior as well. So it's great for the kids to learn about that.
We teach them signs, what to look for, when not to touch.
Let them come to you.
Right. As adults, we could probably all learn that too. So you mentioned you have the 2 camps for the spring, and we'll make sure we put the dates up, but they're April 2nd to the 5th and
then
April
the 9th through the 12th. And then our summer camp starts June 11th. Everything is on our website. It gives you the dates. It gives you what program we're teaching at that particular time, the hours. And
what are the age of the kids that typically you will have within your camp?
They're 8 through 12.
8 through 12. And are there just kids interested in animals? They don't
Kids
have
that
to
are
come with any
interested
in
prior
animals.
knowledge? Or...
No, a lot of the kids that I get from camp can't have animals at home, so their parents put them into camp.
Right. And is there a cost for the camp?
There is. It's $250. It's a 4-day camp, and that includes T-shirt, arts and crafts, and a day of hanging out.
And the time is...
It's from 10 to 3,
10 to 3.
Monday through Thursday.
And your facility is in Redwood City?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so and that's all of the details that people can find on the website.
on the website.
Yeah, as well. But you mentioned the shadow program. So give us a little bit more about that, and then we're going to ask you about some of your other community programs.
Sure. Well, the shadow program, like I said, the teens from 13 to 17, they come in for 5 hours during the weekend. And they will shadow each department. So our kennel department are the ones that clean up, to do the windows. They feed our animals. They clean their rooms. They will help. They'll help us in adoptions if we need answering phones, making copies, guiding people to our cat area or our dog area. They will help fold surgical packs up in medical. They will socialize with animals. So they're there 5 hours, and they're doing everything that we do. It's a day in the life of an animal, of a no-kill shelter.
So those teens may have some inkling that they'd like to go into
Most of them do.
Some kind of animal behavior or veterinary or something to do with animals at that point in time.
At that age,
spend that intense time with shadowing someone within that. Now, you also mentioned prior your second chance program.
Our second chance. If you notice, little Magoo's bottom jaw is deformed. He had a very bad infection in his lower teeth. So we had to remove all of his teeth, and it left his jaw kind of hanging. So our Second Chance Fund is a fund that we have that allows us to get the more medical need than what we can provide at Pets in Need.
Right.
So my program, every dollar that I make at that program goes towards this fund. We have a dog in a wheelchair right now, and has been in a wheelchair since she was a puppy, and her physical therapy is $18,000 a year. So we try to help with that. She's not adoptable, but she's still happy.
Right.
So she's actually
There is
being
still something you
She's
can.
she's
very
actually
happy.
being hospice foster by our vet tech, who's also fostering Magoo. So we have a couple animals with cancer that are happy, but they need the medical attention that we can't give them.
Extra care. And your Second Chance Fund is something that you raise money for. You rely on donations to go into this Second Chance Fund. And this allows folks like Magoo someday will have a new jaw rebuilt for him when you've raised the money in order to bring Magoo and his new
To
jaw
the dentist.
forward. Right,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
So what are some of the other programs that we can see at
Corporate.
Pets in Need?
We go to. We have Yappy Hour.
Yappy Hour.
We have that. You bring the wine. We bring the dogs. We have Tails and Tech walks. We have Bankers and Barker walks. So we go to corporations. It's team building. Barbara and I go with 6 dogs, and it allows the employee to get out for the lunch hour and get to know your other employees and team build and just walk some dogs or get some dog or kitten cuddles.
And I imagine you probably find some adoptions.
We do.
We do.
Through those kinds
We do.
of
We have a lot of Douglers from Google. The dogs are called Douglers over there. So,
Douglers.
yeah.
And they have probably a dog-friendly campus too as well.
If you're not a dog-friendly campus, we'll meet at a park.
So I really appreciate that you're bringing both Charlie and Magoo to us, because it gives a great sense of the vast kinds of programs that Pets in Need does put forward, and that our animals are well taken care of. And just kind of a plea to everyone to think about Pets in Need when you are making that decision to bring a loved one, dog or cat, into your home. That this is a great place to go.
Yes, it is.
And to think about that. And how do you, I imagine you get your families ready for bringing in a new dog or cat into their home.
Right. We give you food to start with. We have a dog trainer, a behaviorist who's on call. If you have any issues or any concerns, you can email her. We have it all. We don't abandon. Once you adopt, we're there for you.
That's great. Well, thank you so much to both of you for
Thank
being here.
you.
I really appreciate Charlie, you, and Magoo for bringing both Barbara and Marsa with you. They did pretty good, don't you think?
They did great.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for joining
Thank
us,
you.
and I hope everyone checks out the website at Pets in Need for all of your amazing programs, especially that summer camp for
Yeah,
youth.
thank you,
Yes.
Danny.
That sounds great.
Thank
All right. We'll see
you.
all of you next time on Pen Voice.